Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM.
Brought to you proudly by Sportsman's Warehouse, the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency, and Avery Superstore.
And welcome back to Outdoors with as Bill was saying all through the show, without Larry Ray. Hi, I'm Dave Gabbard. I'm sitting in one of the co-host chairs for this week, first Saturday in September. Got my other two compadres in the studio, Bill Cooksey.
Yes, sir.
And, of course, my other brother, Darryl, as I say, Mr. Gene Smith.
Good morning.
And last segment, we was talking about fishing. So we're going to switch gears just a little bit here. And the next segment, we have a guest that's not a stranger to Outdoors with Larry Ray. I know she's been on several times before. And this young lady is no stranger to holding a bow and arrow, believe me. We got with us Miss Khatuna Lorig, is joining us this morning. Good morning, Khatuna.
Good morning. Good morning.
And when I seen the synopsis that Larry sent out, I said, "Hey, we got Khatuna again. You're always a treat to have on the show." And for a lot of maybe some of our listeners out there, Khatuna, you're a 5-time Olympian.
Yes, sir.
Plus, if I was reading your resume, it would probably look like a set of encyclopedias, when it comes to the archery. But tell us, how did a young lady from Georgia get interested in shooting archery?
Well, thank you. You call me young lady. No longer young lady, but I feel like I'm young still. That's why I'm still in archery and I still keep going. It was a dream since I was 12. My dad put this little seed in my head about Olympic gold, that once you win that, you're a champion. You're always a champion. So here I am. Don't want to quit. I don't want to stop. I just want to win my medal and inspire everybody who out there dreaming, of course.
Right. And my biggest question is when you've got, like next year in 2020, the Olympic Games in Tokyo, and how many days is the archery competition held during the Olympics?
Generally, Olympics are 16 days, but I think our competition goes up to 5 days or 6 or so because it's televised. Each match is televised, so it makes it a little bit longer. Normally, we have competitions in a World Cup or World Championships. It goes 3 to 4 days maximum, but Olympics are a little bit longer. Because they don't want you to miss anything.
Right. And my biggest question is, how do you, as a Olympian and a competitor and shooting all over the world, combat the jet lag? Because how early do you arrive to kind of get acclimated?
That's a good question. We don't arrive on the competitions. We don't get here sometime the day before competitions. Depends on the competition. But I have that question to myself, too. I don't know how I do it. I guess my body's already used to it. When you get there, you're going to get sleep. You try to stay awake a little bit longer before you leave. Look at what country or what state you fly. Try to stay awake as long as you can or sleep earlier. So you just get adapt to it, too.
You try to kickstart yourself ahead of time to be on their schedule.
I've done that. I don't usually do it, but because I'm more experienced, maybe I consider that. I have to be awake and ready next day when we say we're flying in Europe. But I woke awake and right when we have a competition in North America, everybody else walking like a zombie, usually, except Americans.
And that's a good thing for you.
Yes, that's usually a good thing for us. Yeah. We're smiling.
And and a lot of people say, archer, you don't have to, anybody can shoot a bow. But, when you get to the level that you've climb to the Olympics. I count y'all as a fine-tuned athlete because, like you said, if you don't get the grace, to be in ESPN's body issue.
You have to bring that up. Okay. Well, everybody can shoot arrow. Of course, it's easy to shoot the arrow, not big deal. But if you want to shoot in bullseye, that's a different story.
Right.
You have to shoot about 8 hours a day, hundreds of arrows, up to like 300-400 arrows a day, and then quality, of course. And you get exhausted mentally, and there comes the eating right, and then being prepared mentally, physically training. So yes, I mean, if you want to play with the stars and go to Olympics and dream big, you're definitely gonna sweat. But just shoot the arrow. That's definitely for anybody can do it, of course, to shoot the arrow.
Like Dave's a big clay target shooter, and it's a similar thing. I mean, it's one of those things. Yes, anyone can pick it up and learn to be a decent shot, but when you have to shoot 100 straight in trap, or when you have to shoot like you do with a bow, that's a whole different ball game, and only a small fraction of people are even capable.
Yes, that comes down to your mental game, your patience, how patient you are. And honestly tell you, I don't have patience for anything but archery. Honestly, that's why
well, now, if that's the case, you're a coach too, and my gosh, the patience required there, I can only imagine.
Yes, I do coach for the young ones. I coach from 5 years to 80 years, like grandpa and great granddaughter, and I enjoy very much. That's my the relaxing time when I do that, and that proves that definitely archery is for anyone in any age. Physically, doesn't matter. You can still do it. We have archers. We have armless archer who shoots with legs. We have people who shoot with teeth.
Wow.
I mean, if you want to do it, you'll do it. It's up to you that how motivated you are or determined. It's a good family sport. Mother, father, and kids that can go and do it together and enjoy. How many sports you can do it together. Not everybody can chase the ball.
There you go. In 2015 in Nashville, we had the World Archery in the School System, was Dave and I were there. We had 5,430 kids from six different countries.
Great.
It was unreal.
Wow.
It's a great sport.
Another question, as being on the Olympic team, do y'all have, I guess for want of a better term, you're an armorer that will, kind of tune your equipment up, or are you responsible to make sure everything is tweaked? And
it's in my caliber, I'm responsible for everything. I do tune my equipment. I set up everything. I've been training myself and coaching myself at this time. I do have some people just supporting and helping then and then. But when it comes down to my equipment, I'm in charge for everything.
Okay, even even fletching the arrows and
absolutely, of course, that's the best part. Fletching party.
Is that your quiet time?
And it's like we all have let's fletch the arrows today, and that's a fun part.
It's probably a lot like tying flies. It just gets your mind off of everything else while you focus on that one little thing. But
we use our mind and patience and mental games, so we do need to learn how to stay concentrated on one thing. And fletching is one thing you can do probably. You will just look at the arrow shift and the fletching and doing it as perfect as you can. Great brain exercise.
So how many shots do you get out of an arrow before you pitch it?
Before I hit.
Before you have to throw it away, before it's no good.
Before you have to throw it away.
No, it starts right from the first shot. I've been 30 plus years in this sport, so it's no shot you just shoot. You have to count every shot. So in my caliber, we count every shot. We make sure it's quality. And then if you're asking how many shots it takes to warm up, maybe up to 50, 60 shots before I feel that I'm ready to compete. Sometimes you do not have time for that. You have to be ready right away.
Mm-hmm.
And how many times will you use the arrow before you replace it? In your,
How many times I use the arrow depends. If I shoot really good, I may have to replace in a month. If I shoot LR, we usually replace arrows once a year.
Okay.
Of course, the top athletes, it's also very expensive, and thanks to my sponsors, I don't have that problem.
Okay, and I'm going to switch gears here. I was looking in your resume,
sure.
And I noticed, you're kind of the go-to girl for archery and everything. And I noticed where you were the coach of Jennifer Lawrence for the Hunger Games.
That's a long time ago.
Right?
Yes, I was.
Was just now on television.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't think Jennifer Lawrence remember her coach.
I've been fortunate to, a lot of all charity sporting clay shoots and stuff where you have the Hollywood, I classify the Hollywood types. They come in and you're working with them to see. And I noticed, that a lot of actresses and stuff, I guess because they're, in that profession, they take direction good. What about Jennifer? Did she take direction pretty good?
Yes, she actually was very dedicated to make sure she learned. She was saying that it's just going to be a tiny little bow and very light bow, but they told me coach her like a professional archer, so I give her just a regular lesson, 1 hour a day, 15 times. She was sweating.
Now, I have a coaching question for you, just a real quick one before we go. Do you feel that coaching has helped your shooting?
Definitely mentally, it did help me because that's something I really, really enjoy to do it. And then helping kids or helping anyone, it makes me feel good. And you feel good too, more motivated to, I guess, compete. And you're also teaching them how to shoot, which it gets stuck in your head. And simply, it's the same steps for everyone to execute the shot properly if you want to hit the gold. So, yes, I would say it would mentally help me. In the past couple of years, it did improve my confidence.
Wonderful. That's a great way to end this segment right there. Khatuna, thank you so much for joining us. How can people keep up with what you have going on?
Well, there is a whole social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Khatuna Lorig, or Khatuna Lorig Archery, or KhatunaLorig.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, been a pleasure.
Have a good weekend.